And welcome to Chart of the Day Cafe for Thursday, October 13th, 2016. Just going to read our disclaimer quickly. Trading stocks is a high level of risk and viewers should complete their own due diligence on any stock or underlying that they intend to own. 100% of the content of this video and communique is intended for journalistic and educational purposes only. This video and all indicators, strategies, and articles herein should not be construed as investment advice. Thank you for your patience with that, and I'm sorry it's such a pain to read that every time, but I just want to make it perfectly clear that I'm just sharing my own personal homework with you. So we always start our videos off with a look at the Russell Index, and for that we use the ETF, IWM, which represents the Russell 2000, and we step back to take a look at it on a 5-year monthly time frame. We were paying particular attention to the blue channel that the Russell traded within through all of 2014, had this lift up and out in early 15, hit this upper shaded light blue line, sold off, then price strength came back in, and we are right back up at that upper shaded blue line again now. So here's the candle for the month of September that we were saying had an ever so slight bullish orientation to it, at least to my eyes, with the increasing volume coming in, a little bit of a wick on the bottom. Having said that, it's up against this blue line, and it looks as though we're going to have a weak start to today. So this is the candle shaping up so far for the month of October. On the monthly, it's still pretty early. I'm filming this at about 8:45 on Thursday morning. The futures are well off, so it looks like we'll get a soft start to the day, but we'll see how things go, keeping an open mind. I'll switch it from the monthly to the weekly. You can see that we had this little trend line that we drew in here saying that price on the Russell was going to have to break through that to take a run at this upper blue line and maybe break through. We'll see. But that hasn't happened yet. You also know that we use this blue line. This is the 8-day EMA, and we're looking at the weekly chart. So on the weekly chart, price is right at that blue line. But on the daily, it is below. So we are not going to put any individual, our rules are that we don't put any individual new equity charts to look at unless price is trading up and over that blue line on the daily with the Russell. So we want the market overall going higher before we look at anything, any underlying equities. This is an area of support here. There's our trend line. When we put our video out on Tuesday, it looked as though it wanted to kind of break through this area. It was up and over the blue, but it sold off that day, and then it had this doji day yesterday. It'll open below the doji, the body of the doji today, which might suggest there might be more selling. Who knows? We'll play it day by day. But with price on the Russell trading below the 8-day EMA, I'm not going to put an individual equity chart in front of you, but I'm going to do something a little different this time and feature an ETF, and that ETF is TLT. Just think this looks like a pretty interesting chart here. TLT is an ETF that represents the long bond. It's the iShares Lehman 20-year plus Treasury bond fund, which seeks investment results that correspond generally to the price and yield performance of the long-term sector of the United States Treasury. I'm sure a lot of you are very familiar with this. Again, it's an ETF, but it has a dividend yield of 2.59%. It pays a dividend, and the reason I'm putting it in front of you is because it's sitting at this area of support. So we're looking at the 2-year weekly chart. For the most part, it's been trending higher. So it's been trending higher, but it's coming into this wedgie formation at this area. This is my orange line of support. It's an area. It's not an exact line, but it's just an area. And so far on the week, it's shaping up this way, but I want to show it to you on the daily. Looks as though it might want to turn around here. So if there's some weakness coming into the market, this might be something to consider for your watch list. You know, I'm never making any suggestions whatsoever. I do not own TLT as I film this, but I think this is something that might be worth a little more investigation and perhaps for your watch list. And you know what, Chart of the Day Cafe, it's all about price lifting up and over. So the pink line moving over the blue, which is the 8-day EMA is the blue, and the pink is the 3 EMA. When we see that cross and lift, that's where it gets kind of interesting. But just wanted to point it out. It's at this area of support and looks kind of interesting, at least to me. So with that, I will leave you. Have a great weekend. Last weekend I wanted to put a video forward on the bigger charts. I never got around to it just because I got kind of busy, but I might try to do that this weekend. So anyway, have a great weekend, and we'll put another video out next Tuesday. Thanks very much.